Hey there, NFL fans. It's that time for our picks for Super Bowl 49. Now, before we give our picks on Super Bowl 49, we're going to tell all the viewers how we did in Championship Sunday. I'm going to go first. It's been a while since I've done that. This is who I picked. The first game was the NFC Championship game, the defending Super Bowl champion, the Seattle Seahawks versus the Green Bay Packers. It was in Seattle. Seattle was down in the first half, and for some odd reason, Seattle came alive in the second half. Green Bay made a lot of mistakes and they blew this game. I'm happy because I cannot stand Green Bay. So I picked Seattle, go back to the Super Bowl, and I got the game right. On the second game, the Patriots, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots was at home versus Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. That game was a freaking blowout, 45-7. I thought it would be a better game. That great stuff. And so we have our Super Bowl matchup: the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots for Super Bowl 49, live from Phoenix, Arizona, and Glendale. Okay, my friend, tell all the viewers about your pick for Championship Sunday.
Well, my picks from Championship Sunday, the first matchup was a battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. And in that matchup, like you said, in the first half, Seattle was down by a lot of points, and it looked like the game was out of reach for them. But when the second half started, I don't know what happened. Something just lit a fire under them, and they played like they've been playing all year long, and that is tough, physical, and really knows how to, take the ball down the field and everything like that. And by doing that, they forced the overtime by coming back, and then not only that, but they won in overtime. So the Seattle Seahawks advanced to the Super Bowl once again. And then on the second matchup, it was the Indianapolis Colts, Andrew Luck and Company, taking on the New England Patriots and, their Tom Brady and Bill Belichick era run to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So, in that matchup, right from the get-go, it was a blowout and everything like that. And then but it wasn't like, Seattle and Packer game. Indianapolis didn't make no, historical comeback and force overtime and win. They actually flat out stunk in all four quarters. So that will send the New England Patriots to the Super Bowl. And the matchup that is set is the defending Super Bowl champions are back on the big stage, taking on Tom Brady and the Patriots, where they're no stranger to Super Bowl life.
Yeah, so did you get both of these games right for Championship Sunday? Yes or no?
Nope. I lost the I thought Indianapolis Colts was gonna beat the New England Patriots. I upset, but I was flat wrong. And then I got the Seattle Seahawks matchup right.
Yeah, me too, but it's what it is. Now, before we discuss about the Super Bowl pick, I know there's a lot of things about this, what do they call it, the thing with the Patriots, with the footballs?
Oh, yeah, it's a deflate game. Deflate game.
This is my opinion. NFL should not worry about that until the Super Bowl is over because it's distraction for both teams. You agree or disagree, my friend?
Honestly, I feel like, it's, that should have been, talked behind closed doors, or, like you said, save it for the end of the season,
Yeah.
because all this is going to do is just cause distractions, and, you know, and it's like hours of talk about, deflated footballs, and, all the, measurements, mathematics, and volumes and all that, man.
Okay. Let's just.
I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's just,
It's a
it gets
total.
boring times.
Yeah. It's a total mess. So, okay, let's discuss real quickly about our current standings, how we did in the playoffs in the regular season. Okay, 150 wins for me, and 115 losses. So that's not too shabby. Um, what about you? Do you remember your total points and all that good stuff? Your current standings?
I think if I calculated this right, I think I am, including the playoffs and everything like that, I think I am 149 and 94.
Okay, so you only got 94 losses, huh?
No, 194 wins
Okay,
and
how many?
94 losses.
Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, now we're gonna tell all of yours how these two teams got to this point. Now the Patriots had a first round bye. Then in the second round they played the Ravens, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that was a very good game. Then in the AFC title game that was a very blowout. I didn't like that game. And for Seattle, they had a first round bye. The second round, division round, they played Carolina Panthers, a blowout. Then in the NFC title game, they played the Packers. Great comeback. I'm very glad. So, am I correct in those matchups? How they got to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what's your thoughts on these two teams on the road to Russ? I'm sorry, on the road to Super Bowl 49. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, when I think about these two teams going to the Super Bowl, I find this matchup to be arguably probably the better matchup, because both teams are very disciplined. Both of them have great playmakers on both sides of the ball, and I feel like there's a lot of people to watch out for, because on New England Patriots, the player to watch is obviously Tom Brady, Kelsey, Julian Edelman, and then the offensive line holds up pretty nicely. And then on Seattle, you got your LOB, Legion of Boom, Sherman, Chancellor, Thomas, Maxwell, and then Russell Wilson, and also Beast Mode. Can't forget him.
Beast mode.
And then, yeah, feed the beast some Skittles. But there's going to be a lot of players to watch. And unlike last year's Super Bowl, you won't be having a one-sided matchup. I feel like this matchup is between two very disciplined football teams, and this team, the score will be extremely tight.
Yeah, we hope.
Oh yeah, we'll cross our fingers on that, because the last thing that people will remember from these last two Super Bowls is the same team went to the Super Bowl back to back and crushed the two elite quarterbacks.
Yeah, this will be the first time in a while. Defending champions going back since the 03, 04, and the New England Patriots. So that's awesome for Seattle. Okay, now we're gonna discuss about our pick for Super Bowl 49. You go first, my friend. And this game will be in Glendale, Arizona. Okay, my friend, you go first in this matchup.
It's very tough, because those two teams have a high percentage of winning, let alone both of them are number one seeds. But my pick has to go with Seattle Seahawks repeating and breaking that long streak of back-to-back Super Bowl victories.
I agree with you. I mean, I like the Patriots, and this had nothing to do with the distraction. But I think it's time for a new era. Um, yeah, this will be a we'll find out on Sunday. I just hopefully it's a good game. Maybe for the first time ever, we'll get an overtime game in Super Bowl history. I've been praying this for a while now, but probably I'm wrong. So now we're gonna discuss about the percentages. Okay, the Patriots are 58% chance to win the Super Bowl for Super Bowl 49, and for Seattle, 42% chance to win the Super Bowl 49. So, what's your thoughts on these chances and these two teams winning Super Bowl 49, my friend?
Well, the percentages is by, everybody votes and people in Las Vegas and betting lines and all that stuff like that. But, to me, the percentage should be more like 50-50 right down the middle because, both teams are very disciplined, as I said before, and their teams, you know, are not very, they don't give up too much, both teams don't. So I gotta say, it should be 50-50 and 58 and 42%.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pick the score, predict the score just randomly. I say Seattle, 30-27. They're gonna win by a field goal in overtime, or it might come down to a winning touchdown like it happened in the NFC title game. Okay, what's your prediction? And you think it's gonna go overtime?
Honestly, I believe the score will be like 27-24.
Okay, overtime or no?
Um, I don't think this game will go overtime unless if both the defense on both sides really limit them on
Okay,
their offense, on
okay.
each other's offenses.
Alrighty then. Okay, my viewers, enjoy the game on Sunday. I'm not too sure if you're going to your friend's house for a Super Bowl party, gonna watch it at your house, or whatever. But it's gonna be a smashing good time. I just hopefully it's gonna be exciting. My viewers, are you looking forward to the halftime entertainment? Usually the halftime is better than the game. It all depends if the game is good enough. Um, this is it, my viewers. This is the last podcast about the NFL, but we might make more of them down the road. Um, I just hopefully it's a good game, but we'll give our thoughts, the recap, sometime next week. Are you down with that, my friend?
Heck yeah.
Okay, my viewers, enjoy the game this Sunday. If your teams are in it, that's great. If they're not, you can still watch the game. It's the biggest game of the NFL. So this is your friend here, host of Most Team Rai, and my good friend here is.
Justin, and I want to say to you guys, enjoy the Super Bowl, and hopefully we can see another year of spectacular play. Hopefully we can see the most craziest catch that could possibly top Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch, or maybe, just maybe, a crazy defense to play. I don't know what it is, but hopefully they create a lot of great moments and tear the roof off of University of Phoenix Stadium.
Yeah, blow that roof off, and hopefully, I don't know who's gonna win this game, the Patriots or Seattle. I mean Seattle. And any predictions? Who's gonna get the MVP for this game? Any predictions right away?
I have Seattle winning this for sure.
Yeah,
So
I know.
so if it has to be anybody, like last year, it went to somebody that we all didn't expect, that one linebacker, feel so bad that I forgot his name.
Ah,
But but honestly, I think this time it will be a known guy and stuff like that. And I believe if it has to do with anything, defenses win championships and offense sells tickets. I have to go with either Richard Sherman or Earl Thomas.
I say the quarterback's gonna get it from Seattle.
Well,
I think. What?
I say, well, that makes a lot of sense right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget what's his name. What's his name again?
The quarterback?
Yeah, for Seattle.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he's gonna get it from me, for my opinion. What's your opinion? Who do you think gonna get the award or MVP or whatever they do?
Actually, I'm going to change mine to Wilson because that will make a whole lot of sense.
Or maybe Tom Brady will get it if they have a great game, but Seattle defense is pretty awesome. Okay, we went a little too long. Sorry, my viewers, but enjoy the game. Enjoy what we said earlier in this podcast. We're out of here, and hopefully you enjoy our picks. If not, then so be it. So we're going to sign off here. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday. Right, my friend?
You got it, buddy.
Good night. You want to say good night to the viewers? Hey, you want to say good night?
Yeah, guys, I want to say good night to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast, and let's enjoy this last final game of the NFL season until the long, boring, dark off season.
Yep. Catch you later, and we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, my viewers. Adios.